to the 20-something show on Relufe TV. I'm your host, Revival, but you can call me Revitamin. On the 20-something show, like the name might have rightly given away, we're going to be talking about, quarter life issues, adulting, adulthood, and all that comes with it, right? So this is going to be a safe space where you can come and unwind with relatable topics of discussions and, just generally see people talking about real life things that you experience as well. And you can also get insights on how to navigate life as an adult. All right, so before we continue, I want you to make sure that you subscribe to this channel, leave a comment, like this video, share it with your friends, your family members, and even your enemies. Get everybody to come here, tell them that something is going on here, and so we can all roll together. Do we have a deal? Okay. Deal. For today, we're going to be keeping it very light and fun. We're talking about adulthood, expectations versus reality. So to that effect, we sent out a link for people to send in their entries anonymously, and we got quite a number of interesting entries. And so today we're going to be talking about those things. But before we go into the responses that we got, I am going to share my own experience. So I want to tell you my expectations and the reality. All right, so let's go. Now, growing up, I only just wanted to be an adult for the sake of eating meat, like two pieces of meat. And I'll tell you why. So I grew up in a home. I have 4 siblings and a bigger cousin that used to live with us back then. So she lived with us all through her life until she got married like 6 years ago. So the way it was in my house, whenever we were eating, everybody, like from the first to the least, you would take your meat in the order of seniority. And I think I was like number 6 in the entire household. And before it would get to my turn, I would be left with like something very small. And then even times when we had family members come to the house to visit us, my mom always made us eat together. She didn't separate her children from the visitors or anything. So we always ate together. And so it meant that the queue would increase again, and I would have to go even more deep into the food chain. So, I was left with almost nothing. So I was really looking forward to growing up so that I could eat as much meat as I wanted to eat. But now look, I grew up and now a kilo of chicken is 6,000 naira. Oh God. Oh my God. And if I want to buy beef now, you go to the market and ask for 2K beef. It will look as if you went there to beg, and they just said, yeah, take. Let it not be like you came to beg and we didn't give you anything. And let's not even talk about fish, and everything is just so crazy. All right, and it's really sad because I thought I would be enjoying my life, but we move. It's sad, right? Well, it is what it is. All right, so that's my story. Now we're going to be reading other people's stories. The first response is, Omo, life is easy in uni. Once you graduate, it's every man for himself. I graduated in January and I've been chasing the bag since. No allowance, no support, because to everyone, you are now a full adult. I've put my hand in so many things, now hoping that one clicks and I stick with it on God. Whoever this is, I feel your pain. Trust me. I think that we do not really talk so much about life after uni. It's like you are launched into a new phase of your life and you are expected to be able to navigate it, even though you've never been there before, right? And you move from undergraduate to graduate, but you see that graduate is graduate / unemployed, and so you have to start thinking about life, career choices and all of that. And even in this country that we're in now, most of us do not work with our certificates anymore. So you have to think about the things that you will do to make money, because you have to make money. Like this person said, nobody's giving you any money anymore because you are now an adult. And I think that is so relatable. And so whoever you are, don't worry, it'll work out in the end. This one says, nothing prepares you for adulthood, to be honest. The secret tears, bills, responsibility. It can be a lot. God help us all. So first of all, as an adult, I recommend crying. I recommend crying a lot. Don't cry in public. Go to your room, cry, bawl your eyes out. Whatever it takes for you to, get yourself back, just do it. And cry, but don't stop there. You have to strategize, you have to think, because at the end of the day, nobody's coming to save you. All right, so the moment you realize that, it just makes it should I say easier? Not exactly easier, but from there you can tell what you want to do, and then you can start putting in the work to, achieve the life that you want. All right, so cry, but don't stop at crying, because you have to wipe your tears, darling. Time is not waiting for you. Lately, I have dreaded being the bigger person. I literally told God that I won't be doing it anymore, because you get waiting person go do you go feel it, and being Christ-like would evaporate from your body. Okay, so for this person, I'm going to just tell you something that works for me. You see, forgiveness most of the time, it's not for the other person, it's for you. You understand? So when somebody has hurt you, especially now that you have so many things you're dealing with, you have so many things to think about, you cannot add grudges to the equation anymore. You get? So when somebody has offended you, you can forgive the person, but just keep them at arm's length. Do you understand? It doesn't mean that you have to keep everybody in your life. You don't have to keep everybody in your circle. So forgive, but let them go. You guys do this for yourself, because trust me, you don't want to have grudges. You don't want to keep grudges. You don't want to keep malice with people. Do you understand? It's a lot. It takes a lot from you. I don't know if for somebody like me, I cannot function well when I have a grudge against somebody. So I have to just talk about it. I let it out, and I feel better afterwards. But then I may not keep that person close to me anymore. Do you understand? So do that. It will help you a lot. All right. Don't bottle up unnecessary emotions. You don't need all of that. Must I write professional exams? Can't I just prove that I have this knowledge without having to write any exams? It's stressful, not be like. So I totally understand. I saw one tweet the one time, and somebody was like, can we not just swear that we understand the course? Do we have to write exams? And I totally support that person, because my least favorite thing about being in school was writing exams. I mean, I loved everything else. I loved the freedom that I had. I loved the friends that I made. I loved that I could do whatever I wanted to do. But you see, exam period came with a lot of tension and a lot of fright for me. And so I think we should really look into this thing or not. So please read your book. Please read your book. All right. So when you are done with exam, you can throw away the book if you want to throw it away. Like we said then, I used to say that once I'm done with my exam, I no go read anything, even signboard or anything, nothing. I no go read that. Or go, I'm on a lie. You go read. You go read, because you have to keep learning and improving on yourself. So sadly, we have to keep writing this exam. So just write and make it come out. Now you say you won't go to school, I mean. I had quite a high expectation for adulthood. I had planned for it and believed those plans were going to work out easily, just the way I had laid them out. Well, it didn't happen that way. Things happened, the country happened, and here we are trying to catch up with time. In all, God is good. So I think that nothing actually prepares you for some of life's occurrences. Do you understand? Most times you just have to take them as they come, and it's important that in those times you understand that your current situations do not define you. Do you understand? You can still turn your life around. You can still do something great with yourself. I mean, you're just in your 20s. You still have a lot of time ahead of you. So do not write yourself off yet. All right? Don't do that to yourself. Don't think that you have failed. You have not failed. Even if you actually failed at something, it doesn't mean that you have failed at life. Do you understand? So pick up the pieces of yourself. Reinvent yourself. Do things that, there's really no limits to what you can do actually once you set your mind to it, right? So yes, it may not be going the way you planned it. The country might be actively trying to sabotage your efforts, but no grief for anybody. Do you understand? No grief for anybody. Do what you can and just keep going. All right, it does pay off eventually. I hope it pays off for you. There is truly food at home, guys. Adulthood is so expensive and stressful. 1/10 would not recommend. Sometimes I wish I didn't leave home. You know that saying that we left home to feed home. Yeah. Sometimes I still call home to feed me. I'm not ashamed to admit it because adulthood is a lot. Do you understand? So I think a lot of people are quite obsessed with the idea of moving out of their parents' homes to go and start off life, yada yada, and all of that. And I want to tell you that if it's not necessary, if the situation does not demand that you move out, please, if your parents are not putting pressure on, if your parents are not asking you to leave their house, please stay there. Stay there, just stay there and be doing what you can do, all right? But then as you grow, you should understand that you should not just be a liability to your parents. Do you understand? If you're living with your parents and you're working, but living with your parents, you can start contributing to like the upkeep of the house or something. Just contribute something, to make sure that you are not like a liability, because you know that for most parents, once you graduate, you are your own problem. You understand? You are your own problem. So they don't want to keep taking care of you all the days of your life. For some people, for some parents, their children are their investment. So once you graduate, they expect that you are supposed to start taking care of them. But for some that are very understanding, they give you more grace, they give you more time to actually navigate life and figure out what you want to do with yourself. So if you fall under this category and you're still living with your parents and they're not mounting pressure on you to move out, please don't just be eating their food without contributing to the upkeep of the house. At least help them buy gas, buy electricity units, just little things that you can contribute to the house. Drink it, but don't move out if you don't have to. It's choke out here. So this one says, expectation: get married at 25. Oh my God, laugh with me, please. At 27, my second baby should be on the way. So good. Reality: no actual relationship in the last 3 years. Last year, I found love in the arms of a married man. Weirdly, I am happy and content. I'm not going to lie, I don't understand. I don't understand. First of all, a lot of us had the plans to get married when we were like 24, 25, but we just thank God that we're alive, We thank God for life. But I don't understand what you mean by you found love in the arms of a married man. I truly do not understand that part. But please, we do not endorse such behavior here. Please don't find love in the arms of married men. I know that the relationship and dating pool is a mess lately. You can't tell who is who and all of that. But please, married men, married women are out of bounds. Please go and look for your own. What do you mean you found love? Jesus Christ. No, don't do that, please. They're out of bounds. Do you understand? Don't go and don't do that. Please. This one says, they say you must marry. Sigh. See, the last time I was home, my daddy was discussing marriage with me. I just sat there thinking, how did we get here? How did we move from don't talk to boys to are you currently talking to anyone? How did we? Daddy, please. When did we get here? I don't know. I know that I'm going to get married eventually, but sometimes I still feel like I'm just a girl. I'm just a child. But those people, they don't think like that. Your parents want grandchildren and you have to give it to them. So they say you must marry. I beg, marry you, yeah? I expected adulthood to be beautiful, but I'm not sure this adulthood I'm experiencing is the actual adulthood, because what the heck? I put it to you that this is the real adulthood. See, I'm just laughing because if I don't laugh, I will cry. Alright, so this is adulthood in all of its glory and in all of its demands. So gear up, alright, brace up for more. I don't think it gets easier. You just have to get stronger. Alright, so yeah, like I said earlier, nobody's coming to save you. You have to toughen up to be able to meet up the harsh realities of life, especially if you are doing adulting in Nigeria or more. You have to brace up for impact. Do you understand? So it's adulthood, my dear. I'm sorry, but it's adulthood. Expectations such as once you grow older, you will get all the sleep that you want, but in reality, bills day to pay. So this one touched me personally because you see me, I sleep for a living. I don't know how that sounds, but I love to sleep. I can sleep all day and still sleep at night. I can just wake up from a 10-hour nap and be thinking of the next time I'm going to sleep. Do you understand? That's how much I love to sleep. But have you ever been in a situation where you are sleeping but you're feeling guilty because you know that you're not supposed to be sleeping at that moment? And you know, it's funny because when we were children, we used to hate it when our dads and our mommies would tell us to go and sleep. Sometimes I want to go back to that time and tell myself, like, you better sleep. Do you understand? Like, you better sleep. This sleep that you are crying, that you don't want to sleep, you better sleep in now, because a time will come when you have to stay up at night because you are working. And you have to work because you don't have any other choice. There are bills to pay, and but anyways, try to get some rest, okay? You have to sleep, or else your body is going to take that rest when it wants it, and most of the times it's not when we feel like it. All right, so when your body demands it, you have to give into the demands. So as much as you're trying to hustle, as much as you're trying to make money, you have to be alive to spend that money. Do you understand? And you have to be healthy to be able to enjoy your money. So as you work, make out time to rest. Do you understand? Sometimes put your phones off, put it on DND, and just sleep. Don't feel bad. Sleep, please. You need to sleep. All right? I thought I would be married and living the dream. But I'm jobless, single, and about to be homeless. Don't grow up, kids. God. Sorry. I don't know what to say. Oh, sorry, please. I don't know how we're going to sort out that homelessness, but please don't go homeless. Please, I'm serious. Like, I wish I could help. But you may not be married now, but at least you're alive, you know. And when you're alive, you can get a home. So, thank God that you're alive, and I hope you're healthy as well. So let's just pray for you not to go homeless. You will not go homeless. Amen. I'm low-key shocked by how broke I am. Like 1 minute, I have money, and the next, abject poverty. I feel you. If I try to live below my means any more than this, I'll just become destitute. Whoever you are, I love you so much. I feel seen. I feel seen because I don't know how I'm expected to cut down on my expenses any more than this. If I do, I'll actually become destitute, because you see, and the problem is that the thing is that it's not like we're not working, it's not like we're not making money. It's just that you cannot out-hustle an economy that is built to frustrate all your efforts. So the more you are hustling, things are becoming even more expensive. So for most of our parents, they probably were not even making as much as we're making now, but they were able to make something out of their lives. They were able to train 5, 6 children in university and do a lot of other stuff. They were able to build houses, they were able to buy property and do all of that. But now, the money that our parents used to get, that small Tiger generator for back then, is what we're using to buy power banks now. Like, it just keeps going on and on and on. Like, the more you earn, the more money you make, the more expenses that you incur. And I don't know, but I really, really wish, I really hope for a country that works, a country that does not frustrate our efforts, because I can't even think of any solution to this. But keep doing what you do. So long as you have disposable income to sort out your bills, at least for now, that is something to be grateful for, right? Yeah, so do what you can for now. And I'm saying this because this is actually me. But yes, just do what you can for now, and let's hope that things get better. I'm saying this that I'm trying to actually convince myself to hope that things get better, but yeah, that's what we have now, right? So yeah, just hope that things get better. I actually thought that my relationship life would be like Anna and Christian, but jokes on me, yeah. I think that's 50 Shades. Well, this is not 50 Shades. This is real life. So you have to build the relationship that you want. Do you understand? Anna and Christian, science fiction, do you get? So life is more serious than rom-coms and all those stories that we read. So if you want a beautiful relationship, you have to build it. You have to work for it, and it will not just come. Even if God has told you that this is the person that you're going to marry, God comes to you and calls your name, shouts it in your ear, and says, "This is your wife," or "This is your husband." You still have to work to, build that relationship into something that you want. If not, it will still spoil. That's just the truth. Do you understand? So yes, admire other people's relationships, but make sure that you're putting in the work to make your own relationship what you want. This one says, adulthood. Everyone believes you can't be broke because you work with a big brand. They don't understand the bills that come from being in that position. Jeez, you can't ask for help. Any small thing, then don't they whine you, they hail you. Then add motherhood and first daughterhood to that. Come on. So, one of the things that I'm most grateful for in my life is that I'm not the firstborn. I'm not the first daughter either. I have an elder brother and an elder sister. And sometimes, my elder sister is the firstborn. So sometimes I see the things that she does for us. And I'm like, you know what? Please be my elder sister in my next life. I don't want to. It's a lot. And this thing about working with a big brand or something, personally, yeah, I don't even like it when people know where I work. I don't want people to know where I work. I just want to be doing my stuff low-key and living my life. But for some professions, you actually can't hide it, like this that we're doing here. But if they whine you, whine them back. Oh, do you understand? If they whine you, whine them back. I don't know, but I feel like you should not allow the presence of people get to you so much, because many people are sycophants. Actually, they do that because they are looking for what to get from you. Do you get? So be wise. Do you understand? And for most of the time, working with big brands can just be a facade or something. You're working with a big company, but what you're earning is peanuts, and there's no way you're going to explain it to people. They will not believe you. So don't even bother explaining. Do you understand? When you can give. When you cannot, tell them and be firm about it. Because if you go broke, you're most likely not going to find anyone to help you, because they all think that you have money. Do you understand? So be very prudent in your spending. Do not allow anybody whine you so much that you start bringing out money, like, Shegun Johnson. They sing that thing. You're not going to spray on your life savings and all of that. Don't do that. Don't do that. You're going to regret it. All right. So yes, I see you. I feel you. Combining adulthood with first daughterhood and motherhood and all of that, and yeah, we're really rooting for you. Okay, so keep doing what you do, and I'm sure that someday you're going to reap the fruit of your labor. I really hope that you do. All right. I thought I'll be in a better place financially by now, but life hasn't really been too fair recently, and I don't like my job anymore. I thought I would have been working in a better place by now. I can't quit because bills choke, but I'm honestly tired. So this one is actually quite dicey. But so I don't know what you go through at your place of work, but this is not the economy to be jobless. Honestly, this is not the economy to be jobless. If it is something that you can deal with, if it is something that you can take in for now, just keep doing it. And so long as you're making money to be able to sort out your bills and stuff. But if it's downright toxic and, I don't know about that, but just don't go broke. Don't be jobless. Make sure that you have something coming in. You get. I can understand how it feels to not like what you do, but while you are actively seeking out a job that brings you happiness and fulfillment, just make sure that you have something that is still giving you money and sorting out your bills in the meantime, all right? Because it's not funny out there, trust me. It's not funny when you're not making money. Even if you have people that are helping you, I think it gets to a point, there's just so much that people can do for you. You understand? You have to take up your own responsibilities by yourself. So while you are seeking, while you're searching for other jobs that you feel will make you happier, just make sure that you have something. You still have something. It's very important. I keep stressing it because it is so important that you are not jobless in this current economy. Do you understand? So hold on. Just hang in there, all right? Like, I'm sure that something better is on its way for you. Okay? As an adult, you realize that you cannot get away with being emotional in your reactions. For every action, you will face the repercussions, as opposed to when you were a child, the responsibility hits different. All right, so one thing I believe is that as you grow, you learn. You become wiser, you become smarter, your knowledge, your mind is expanded, and you are able to take on things that you probably were not able to do before when you were a child. And I always tell people that, for those that have gone through university, don't just go through university to read only books. Don't just read only your books when you're in university. Do other things that actually help you build your mind, you understand, to the point where you can actually tame your emotions. For every action you take, like this person has rightly said, you are going to deal with the consequences later. So before you take any action, I think you should step back and think if you would be comfortable, if you would be happy with the result of that action that you're taking. Do you understand? So don't just do anything for the sake of it. Don't do anything in the heat of the moment. Yes. Don't say things in the heat of the moment. Don't react in the heat of the moment. Calm down and, process things first before you take any actions. Because when you say certain things, when you are angry especially, even when you've calmed down and, you think of all that you said when your emotions were raging, and then you try to go and apologize, whatever it is, the person might forgive you, but they might not actually forget what was said in that moment. And, people mostly say that the truth usually comes out when you're angry. So, and I don't think I subscribe to that ideology though, but yes, just make sure that you are in charge of your emotions. Don't do things that you will not be proud of. Brood on it. Make sure that you are sure that that is what you want to do or what you want to say, and that what you're going to do is not going to have a ripple effect, a negative effect in the future. So this is the last one. It says, nothing prepares you for the exhaustion at times, but God is good regardless. There's one joke that people tell, and they say that part of adulthood, like one thing that is constant in adulthood, is back pain. So as you're growing, your back begins to hurt. And for most of us that mostly work from home lately, you are in your workspace, you're sitting down for hours, not making any movements and all. Your backs begin to hurt, your knees begin to hurt, and all of that. So yes, it can be very exhausting at times, but you still have to take care of yourself, all right? So sometimes just try to move around. Just make sure that you are not sitting in one place for too long, all right? And, do things that help you to relax, okay? Prioritize relaxing. Play games, do sports, whatever it is, even if it's just hanging out with friends that help you to distress, do that, all right? So don't always just be in your cocoon. Don't always just be in an environment that causes you to think so hard, an environment that takes so much from you all the time. All right, so take out time, distress, relax, go and swim, go and skydive. You were in Nigeria, you skydive. I don't know. I am still your girl, R to the E to the vitamin. Stay with us. We have so much more coming. Along the line, we're going to be having guests on this show who can stand to win prizes and, many beautiful stuff that we have planned for you. It is still the 20-something show with Relufe TV. Don't go anywhere. If you have watched this video to this point, I'm sure you have been entertained. So please tell us more. If you have other experiences that you want to share, please write them in the comments. If you have anything that you would like us to talk about on the show, please drop them in the comments as well. All right, like this video, subscribe to this channel, share it to your friends. It enables us to do much more for you, and trust me, we're not going to slack. We're going to be giving it to you back to back. All right, thank you very much, and see you in our next one.